What's up, guys? Bones88, and it is Battlegrounds time. I took a day off from Battlegrounds. It was impossible for me to beat, so I just went ahead and said I'm going to take a day off from it. When I try, you get more points even if you lose. So I'm constantly just fighting harder and harder opponents even if I lose. So I think I attacked a couple times just in case he didn't attack. I still lost. He whooped me bad. He had a lot of Gear 13s. So I knew I'd get an easier opponent. It'd be a little bit more fun to stream. And I'm more than happy. I think I looked over and it was pretty nice. So one other thing is, I got kids all over the house. Mother-in-law's here, so it might be kind of loud in the background. If so, I apologize. I can't guarantee what you might hear either. Barely won. I think I got this one. I have no Gear 13s. Yep. Alright, so let's count his Gear 12s like we usually do. I think I've forgotten to do this the last couple times. It's just because I went against Mad Low and I think someone else where I was just like, I was fearing going up against him anyways. Heroes. He has 1, 2, he has 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's pretty close to me, 14. It's about 14. So, like, we're pretty dead even, actually. Let's go check out my stuff here. Come on. I'm 643. Like I said, I didn't even play last time. I've had a pretty tough season. I mean, usually I'm up in the top 200 or somewhere around there. My history is... Well, it tells me, didn't it? What was my history? Sorry, I forget that. So I'm 1 and 2. It feels like it's been a lot longer season than that. Cap, I don't know who Pumpers is. I'm sure he's a badass if you're playing him, though. Gosh dang it, I do it every single time. Alright, so yeah, I also wanted to show you my Gear 12s. Just show you where my roster is, kind of. Still got here. I'm working on him to get Gear 12. I'm not spending my Dre coins. I accidentally spent 3,600 Dre coins on times 10 rune chest during the event. I was so pissed. I would have rather got lazy chest or something. Not the rune chest was the worst thing ever. So that wasn't fun. But I'm working on him right now, putting some 2.7s on him. Just slowly grinding the easily farmable gear, and then I'll just buy the rest with Dre coins, and he'll be Gear 12. I'm trying to get my pandas going. I have several pandas. I'm going to Gear 12 after him too. Foul being one of them. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Nothing too exciting. I'm slowly working on Lazy. I'm going to take her to 11 plus, and I think she'll do fine with Shaolin. Hopefully, maybe I'll make a little survivability on her mods. But she should do good with Ren and Shaolin, I hope. Her AoE stun move is really good. So I did some testing with her the other day. I think 11 plus will be fine. Wukong, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 12. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I have more than I thought I did. 17, 18. Oh man, I'm getting 19. Have I hit the 20 mark yet? I'm 1 away, so Shaolin will be 20. So see, I got maybe two, maybe more Gear 12. Then I'm gonna do my first Gear 13. It's going to take a lot of Dre coins because I don't want to spend the time sitting there farming stuff. So all my Dre coins will go to a 13 here soon. My focus is on pandas. Well, speak of her, Ren the Unseen might be my first Gear 13. Since I'm just all in on pandas right now, that might be what I do. Because I want to take Foul to 12. I think after I take Foul to 12, I'm going to Gear 13 Ren. That'll probably be my first Gear 13. My pandas are just my weak spot, so I really want to fortify them so I don't have to worry about them for a while. And I think I'll be pretty happy. I don't know. What do you think, Cap? So this is gonna be my main panda team. Kinley, Shaolin, Ren, Lazy, and maybe Foul. If Foul's Gear 12, I'll probably do that. So that leaves me Ember, Lake, Patriarch Key, Uncle Ho. Maybe I should build Hilda to Gear 12, but I kind of wanted to, like... I want to make a good burn team with, like, Emily, Lake, Ember. Like, what do you think the best route is? Just making a secondary panda team, or trying to make a burn Emily team? Nar, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Cap, good call, brother. Good call on the Final Fantasy music. Great job, buddy. I love it. I love when people can name them. Dude, some great soundtracks the Final Fantasy games have. I spent hours going through downloading some, and I love it. I'm getting crunked to this stuff. Some of the games I haven't even played. And maybe I did back when I was a kid, but I was just going through retro game music. I was like, let's hear what Final Fantasy has to do. Every game has great music. It's amazing. Kulai, good point, Cobra. Good point. And Cobra, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good point. But what do we need to Gear 12 her? Well, first of all, she's got to be 7-star. I should have been buying some shards for her, but and maybe just her being 7 stars is the only thing holding me back. So yeah, we get Cool Eye going. We could put Foul on a secondary panda team, but I kind of want to do a fire one. Cap, yep, we got some Zelda, but I need to rock out with you guys. I try not to wear and listen to the music because I might not talk as much, but this shit gets me crunk, man. This is gonna be a good match too. Shao, Ken, Kulai, Foul, and Rin. Okay. Ken lead, Rin, Kulai, Shao, Lazy. See, that's what's fun about these pandas. That's why I'm excited, man. Because you can do anything you want. But I want to think about like the best. I have a defensive mindset, because you can do all kinds of random stuff on offense. You can decide your offense on the fly. You know what I'm saying? But you really got to decide your defense. So defensive wise, should I do 2 panda teams, or should I do a great panda team and then like a burn team? What do you guys think? Lay for Foul works. Yeah, Cap, I agree, man. That's something where I'll just have to kind of... Because I'm going to take her to Gear 12, I think, after Shaolin, no matter what. Because she's great. She gives you dodge and everything else, so... It's what's interesting about pandas. I don't know what the best thing overall is. And see Ho, and maybe I should take Ho to Gear 12, too. I would be fine having all Gear 12 pandas. Because most factions have split teams, but the secondary team isn't necessarily ever even that usable. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like pandas are usable split up anyways. They're all just, none of them are really that bad. Even the worst panda isn't that bad. They can be usable somehow. So yeah, I just need to get her 7-star and I'll have her Gear 12. What's Uncle Ho need? Anything special? I think he's been released long enough before the whole farming nerf that they did. Something cool I just discovered is I can skip the song if I want on my keyboard. Never even thought about it. Where you at, Ho? Does he need anything important? Ren the Unseen, which is only Gear 12, so this might be an... I got 5 attempts. We can mess around and do some Gear 12 challenges after this Battlegrounds. Nope. We can Gear 12 him too. So I might have a couple more Gear 12s, but I'm going to try to save up Grey Coins as best as I can and try to burn through getting to Gear 13. I'll feel good when I get my first Gear 13. Because if I want to compete with the big boys, I gotta start Gear 13, people. I'm seeing more and more and more. It's just like when I was Gear 11 everybody, and everyone was doing Gear 12s. It's just a certain point where it's pointless to keep Gear 12ing people because you're not gonna be able to get past even one. Let's say you have 3 Gear 13s in one team on Grand Arena, and you have 0 Gear 13s. You're not even going to be able to get past one team. I mean, there might be instances where you can, but most likely you're going to not be able to get past that. So in order to compete, you got to fight fire with fire, boys. Let me catch up with you guys here. Cobra, your burn team is Emily, Blake, Ember, Keb, and Mara. It's okay, but the other Panda team is way better once you get them to Gear 12, 13. See, I was thinking that. I was thinking maybe it's just a waste of time. But defensive or offensively, maybe we could come up with something, you know. But defensively, I want to have teams that kind of throw wrenches in things. But I just don't have. My defenses are mediocre. I mean, we can look through them, and actually, we don't ever really do this. Let's look through my defenses, and he's attacking anyways. And maybe I can change things next time, and you guys can help me do this. Cap Ho's good. Ember and Lake are really good together. Yeah, I agree, man. Nice tribal on my temple? What are you talking about, Pan? And Pan, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. You did run into a sneaky team with Emily Lead, Ember, Lake, Ren, and Lazy. Both Ren and Lazy are rogues, so they get assists from Emily. Really? Really? Oh, green screen trouble? Yeah, constantly, man. I don't know if it's my lighting. I've put up blankets. It's cured one problem, but still, like, if I go, yeah, 2 or 4, like that, yeah, I see what you're saying now. I don't get it. So I've scooted back as far as I can, but damn. I got you, Pan. I got you. I can't pick up on things. It's hard for me to pick up on humor, man. But I got you, brother. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just like, I got a Kinley, Ren, Patriarch Kids, like pretty much all the pandas I have right now that I can use. That we just went over that. That'll evolve eventually, so there's not really anything else I can do with the pandas. I just have the usual Murdoch team. If I had Teensy, I would take maybe Gorham out or somebody. Or maybe I should just gear up Gorham, because that's not a Gear 12. That's a Gear 10, I think. And what do you guys do with Nighty-L? I am so confused with Nighty-L. I really don't know what's best with her. As you see here, I have like Cruel. I just have some healers and mages to make everything work with Cruel and Nighty-L. I don't know if that's a decent team or if I should do something different. I feel like it does the job, but there may be something way better. I honestly don't know. And this is literally, I think, just a bunch of stuff left over, because what's funny is I don't even have anywhere to put Tromgar or Garn. So Garn's kind of putting bleeds out there. I'm hoping that he gets, you know, some damage off. Also just Pride, because of Pride synergy. There's no real thought behind this. And just a taunt, you know, because he's so plug and play. I have nowhere to put him. And then the lane's kind of like, she's fell out of favor so much, she's almost not even a good team anymore. I mean, you can one-shot this team pretty easily with a lot of things. So I guess my question is, what do you do with your elves? Because I think Nighty-L's now a better team. Nighty-L leads a better team than Thelaine. Should I just make an ultimate 90L Thelaine team instead of trying to make 2 separate teams? I don't know. I don't know if I have enough characters for that. And of course, Emily, I tried to make a little burn team here. And I mean, look at that though. I think he one-shotted everything else, right? It took him 4 tries to take that other one. Oh, that's the wrong territory. Oh no, it took him 6 tries. Rin, baby. I didn't even see that. 6 attacks. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm still working on them too, so that makes me happy. I think it's all about gear at this point. But my approach has been just getting all the key characters gear 12. Now I'm able to focus on factions and start doing it. But yeah, I'm proud of this burn team. I think it's just because I face, monsters in Battlegrounds. Like, I have no, it's like David and Goliath without the happy ending. You know what I mean? What really should have happened happens to me every time. This is just a random Rantha team. Just the typical, like, orcs sitting barn rail. I think I need to get I need to grind and get Zalinar so I can gear 12 her. I kind of... It's going to be a project, but maybe after I gear 13 Rin... I don't know. I might gear 13 Naya. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to gear 12 Mortha and Corcoran in Zalinar. That'll be my next, like, project, because those 3 together with Rantha is the most annoying thing in the world. So, you could probably throw Pigwalt on there, because there's enough taunting going on between Zalinar and Rantha, that team would be pretty damn scary, man. That's a crazier defensive team than you think. I need to start, coming up with fun teams, you know what I mean, so I can have some fun with it. Because I'm getting my ass handed to me no matter what against people with gear 13s. And then, so yeah, then I have my humans. It does pretty well. Now that I gear 12 Naya, and I had like Freezard there or something, so that's been doing pretty well. And then I have this like Nessa team, and I'm almost wondering if, like, because she's only 4 stars, if my Hera team isn't better. And I'm kind of wondering if I should just switch back to Hera here and then make a secondary Nessa team. What do you guys think about that? Because it doesn't seem to stump anyone. It has a couple times, but that's it. Not much more I can do here on my... except just gear up some demons. My Nelly team, oh, look, he attacked that. Oh, he attacked once and he couldn't beat any of these. Okay, alright. I see you. But, this team's okay. I just need to get them to gear 12, and it's like the Undead already came out. I can't farm them, of course, but, like, it's gonna be so long before I can get Nelly to 7 stars. Like, I'm just hoping for a 330 or a 180 pull. Like, I'm just banking on it. So I just don't ever know. I'm so far away from getting legendaries, which shouldn't be the case. I should be ready to unlock Wizenard and Baldur right now. The 3rd time coming around. I should be ready to go. And I won't be for... It's going to be 6, 7, 8 months before I can even get it done. So I can get Stem to gear 12, so I have to farm Tellius, which is never, ever showed up in my store, my legendary store. Ever. He has never showed up. It's only Kulai and Wukong. It's the only 2 that I've seen him complain to one of my discords with. I don't know if it's Zaries or where, and I agree. I was complaining about it before I even saw it in Discord. So, Stem will be 7 stars soon. I can gear 11 plus him, but who knows how long it's going to be before I can do that. So it's just like, I don't want to put too much love into him right now. I might gear 12 Boardman soon, because I love that duo. I want to gear 12 Stem and Rowley. Because I can do it at that point whenever she gets to 7 star. I don't know. It's annoying. Let me catch up with you guys, see what you say. Cap, you don't like TNT? Honestly, I'm not a fan either. When I tested her, though, she does make the Murdoch comp more consistent, especially going up against Zera. but that's it. It's not like they're crazy good after that. That bomb needs to be buffed. It's like Rin is one-shotting people, but TT's blowing herself up with a gigantic nuke, and it barely tickles them. You know what I mean? It looked huge on paper, and I didn't have the best artifacts and runes on her either. But I'm pretty sure everyone else agrees that it's not as impressive as it reads. So I agree with you. She's not that great. But it's like a luxury thing. Like if you're a whale and you have nothing to work on, then I would definitely get her because she makes General Murdoch lead even better. And I think that's where she kind of belongs. If you want the ultimate team, you should probably put her on Murdoch. But yeah, I'm not impressed either. See, Cap, my goblins need love. I want to take Lore to Gear 12. I need to take a lot of people to Gear 12. My Gorham's Gear 10. There's someone that needs love too. I want to get that orc, my Pandas and my that trio of orcs done, and then I'll probably go and show love to. I just want to Gear 12 like my worst factions, because people like demons, humans, pride, they're all doing what I need them to do. They don't need to be any built up more at the moment. So I want to go really like reinforce my weaker teams, and yeah. Don't work on elves at all. Yeah, man, I don't. There's nothing there that I really think. Maybe because my Titania, all the important elves are Gear 12 for me. The only one I really want is probably Tellius past that. So yeah, they kind of suck right now. Yeah, Cap, I might just put my best ones in there, man. Because they're not doing me any good, either team. Cobra used Thelane lead, Tellius, Wonderlula, Titania, and Mordoom. Then I put Nightiel on Solia's team for defense. Okay. I can't move Mordoom though. But still, that makes more sense, man, because Solius is a lot better with like the ultimate team. That's the Solius team has Nightiel in it. I might think about that. I might change that. Hair is good on defense because computer cheats with so many dodges. Yeah, Cobra, I'm thinking about doing that too. I think, and then where Reval is, I'll take Nessa off, put Hera back, and my Hera is Gear 10 and does what survives forever, does what she needs to do. I will never take her to Gear 11 until something crazy just has to happen. But, yeah, take Reval out of the lead, put Nessa here, throw Reval on here, take Yogi out. Yeah, I think that'll work out better, man. That's a good idea. And then change my elves. Yeah. Good idea. Alright, I'm excited about that. That'll be cool. Alright, what do you say we get to this? We're going to be here forever. We've been here for 30 minutes just chatting. That's awesome. I love you guys to death. Have we even looked at his defense yet? I don't think we have. But I'm glad we had that conversation because my defense is so stale right now. I needed to come up with a better idea. So, we got a Zera team. My goblins will counter that easy. This is 116,000. No Wukong. My Nightiel team will take that out easy. I think I might be able to mirror match that one. And if you guys ever have like suggestions you want me to try for fun, I don't ever care if I kill a team in the first try. I think I'll beat him anyways. So if you guys just want to try some cool, fun theory crafting stuff, let's do it. Just throw something out there, as long as I see it. But yeah, I think I can mirror match that pretty easily. This will be a problem, but I think we can figure that out with something for sure. These two are interesting, so if you guys have some suggestions for this, because this is pretty much all Gear 12. this isn't, but it's still an interesting team. It's definitely how you want to use an old lore. Dude, there's a lot of firepower going out that team. That's a good team. Any ideas I'm welcome to. I'm thinking about just using Zara and maybe my half pigs against this. I might try to use Nelly, but I don't think I have what it takes to beat this team. So he's got some good teams. My only luck is that he hasn't geared 13 anybody, and I gotta get that going. Pan, I can check for you, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna need your guys' help on those goblins, so throw me some comps my way. I don't think my slinger is gonna be able to do it. I like Lazy. She's good. She's really good. She can be dangerous with Rin and Shaolin. There's so much turn meter stuff going on. Mass stuns. She's fun. So, oh, I can't tell you, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't have the Gear 12 thing. My bad. Alright, let's do a match. What do you guys say? So, should we do the hard part first? I don't think so. I think we should do this first. Let's see what we're working with. I'm just picking one here. Let's do an IDL team. What I have on defense is what I like to use an IDL for on offense. It usually works out for me. Come on, blue stacks. I wish if they're going to do quality of life, I wish they would kind of update the whole experience for pre-saves. They're just things that could happen that make it easier and better to navigate. Here we go. Sometimes I use Kulai, but I don't think we're going to have to. And we can use Kulai somewhere else. She's not on your to-do list yet, Cap? I think she's worth it, man. You'll find out that you're going to be able to use her in some crazy ways. I'm just not a very good theory crafter. But just testing her and just doing things that I came up with, she was pretty crazy. And I don't know who it was. I don't remember. Pan, it may have been you, but I think it was Pan in the chat. He said that there's some pandas that you can't get past, right, with Nelly? And I apologize if it wasn't you. I just can't remember. Also, Cap, have you got to test those undead much? Or do you have them all in 7-star? Like, how'd you do? Because I haven't really talked to you much about since the event. See, what's weird is I tried against one. Maybe it was Gear 13 and I didn't realize. But I got smoked by it. But see, I only test Gear 12. Because that's the realistic level that you're going to see in real life. Only a select few people have Gear 13s completely. Alright, beautiful. We got rid of the taunt right from the get-go. So we're going to try to go for Boreas. Because I don't know how his mods are. Cobra, we still got to do that rune stream, man. I haven't forgot about you, brother. It's just since the Undead came out, I've been really busy doing videos and stuff for it. And just making content in general. That's why I kind of had to take a break from that Battlegrounds last time, because I was like, I gotta chill. I don't want to get my ass whipped for 3 hours again either. But I had fun doing that chill stream the other day, so we might do the same thing tomorrow or something. Alright, come on. That dodge, man. Like, Cruel's pretty much useless, really, but that's why I keep her in here, because she helps with the synergy, and she still has a chance to get around him. Why not? 2 tanks can't hurt. I don't know when I'll get to use it again anyway, so... Man, come on. Remove this. And that dodge, so it makes it hard, because if he's dodging my... I can't remove anything. You know? You're killing me, Smalls. But why I like Kulai in this team is because she can put the attack up, so that saves me from having to use it with Nightingale, so that gives me a better chance of removing a taunt, you know. It's alright. We're slowly getting there. Come on. Thank you. No, I want to get rid of her. Maybe. We'll save that. She just revived somebody too, so... Alright, let's get taunt going. Let's hit him with that. Yeah, it's alright. I see you now. You showed your true form. Come on, big hit. Sometimes you can get her to hit big. I don't know what the prerequisites are, though. I probably need to attack up or something. Get out of my face. I don't remember what the team was, but Zeri a long time ago did a video about Ayla just scoring huge hits. They are weird. They are weird, Nar. You're 25 short on Victoria. King is almost 12 and McCrack is way behind. Hey, man. I think King might be one of the worst ones, but when he turns Ghost form, he's nuts. He's like Tromgar 2.0. The demon you're building. I mean, I think they're one of the best teams in the game. I'm sure there's going to be several counters by weaker teams, because I just think like an AoE team can probably wipe them out pretty quickly. Maybe a Panda team, you know. I think the Pandas are about to be more OP than people think, because they're just so diverse. You can sub one or out or in or whatever, depending on what your problem is on defense that you're going up against. Nar, you just watch them fight and all of a sudden they lay down and die. I mean, when I tested them, they were 7-star, gear 12, all 7s. You know what I mean? So it's hard to tell from reality of what you're testing, but their potential is phenomenal. It's amazing. I was autoing some of the best teams there are right now. So their potential is off the chain. But without all 7s and all that stuff, who knows how that... I don't know what point you have to get before they're OP, but they're pretty crazy. Alright, let's try to use my gobs against this. So that's why I recommend, if you can't gear 12 them, to probably take them to gear 11 plus. Goblins. I got a new cup my girlfriend got me. My name's Kyle, so I got a K on it. And this thing is huge, man. I'm hype right now. I am hype. Alright, so. Where's my gobs? They definitely need love. And old Lore, man, he gets underestimated. I have a feeling he might be one-shotting my ass here soon. Yeah, Nar, definitely. And just like, I deleted one, and now the space is still there, and it's just blank. Like, it's just kind of confusing, and I mean, can you move them up and down or move them around? Because that doesn't seem like you can do that either. But it's definitely annoying. It's hard to tell who I should go for first, but usually everyone would agree to go for hard orc. But sometimes Saboteur's the right way to go too. Alright, let's get some shock. People say basic, I guess. I like to do that A2 because it puts defense down on them. Come on. Beautiful. It's over. You're done. Like I said, I gotta do it. I gotta do the A2. I can't resist. It took him a while to get that blind off. Yeah, shot somebody I want a gear 12 soon. It'll be a bit, but he's definitely on my list of things to gear 12. I just think he's really good. He's a pretty good leader. Even on this team, he's really good. I can't do anything right now. This counter is so crazy. Like, you can pretty much auto it. That's why I want to make these guys stronger so I can take on better Zera teams. I want to have like such great goblins that, and this comes with runes and artifacts too, but I can counter a bar and rail and centurion team. You won't find that very often, but that's how good I want my goblins to be. If you can use your goblins to take out a Zera Cent team, it's over. That's a huge win. And I tell you, I guarantee you my runes and artifacts are out of date. I bet you 60% of my roster probably has artifacts that were put on when I didn't know what the fudge I was doing. Because I'm still finding characters I'm like, what artifact? Why? Because I just couldn't comprehend what I should be doing with them, you know? And I get asked all the time, and I used to just be like, I have no idea. Ask somebody else. Now I can kind of help steer people in the right direction because I understand now. Because in my mindset, it was all about the ability, and they were all trash. And I had never seen a 5-star. I never really paid attention to the 5-star artifacts. I didn't test it much, or I didn't really care. But then people, I was starting to see, like, I was starting to get my ass whipped. I was like, why? And people were like, artifacts, artifacts, artifacts. And I started paying attention. And I was like, like, the boost a 5-star artifact gives you is ungodly. It is insane. I kind of want to try to underdog this. Let's try using my demons on this, though. Usually my demons get smoked, but I might be able to do this. Mara hits hard. I haven't really went up against any Gear 12 Maras, but we'll see. Yeah, no, I agree, man. It needs. I mean, they're worried about all this quality of life. Well, I might send a message to him. I find that some things I've recommended in the past, they don't ever say, yeah, we're going to do that, but it pops up, so. They always want to try. I mean, they do work on quality of life, so. I'll have to. Did I pass them? Okay, there we go. I will give them credit about that. It's not anything we asked for. For the most part, they do pretty good. I mean, the health bars, I mean, I'm used to them now. But at first, I did not like the health bars. I agreed with everybody else. They're really annoying. No, our shot's first challenge, but the second one's giving you trouble. We can give it a try, man. I'm done and tried after Battlegrounds here. Just a second. I need more coffee. I need more. So I don't know if I should be killing Mara or not, but we'll give it a try here. This is my jam. Cap, what's this from, man? Thank you. So I'm ready to slash and mud the trucker. I'm just gonna get rid of him, man. You get rid of Garrett and you're pretty much good. Ow, let's go. Now I'm gonna go for Soleus. He will heal at the worst times for you and the best for them. I don't know why I did that. I know. Oh god. I need to heal. Ugh. Why did it take so long for it to get that off? I hope Mara doesn't come in and just decimate somebody, because I was able to do some damage on the test server with her. That was a long time ago. I don't remember what I was doing or how I had her ruined, but... Alright. Let's get rid of Eric. Because he's able to one-shot a mother trucker too. I'm just going to slash him and get through him quick. Come on, are you serious? We're gonna auto this. I'm fine using demons against that. That's good. That saves our Soleus for something else. Still to this day, Soleus is one of the best teams in Battlegrounds, or even in the game. Alright. So far, so good. Just wish I knew how to get the black off my face. Because if I turn it down too much, you'll see the green screen behind me. I don't understand it. Alright, what are we working with in the back here? That can be done pretty easy. It'll be kind of a challenge, but you should be putting out a lot of damage with these two in there, but I think it can be done. So really, I'm just worried about these teams up here. Obviously, this one's going to be the harder one. Lots of attacks. What do you think? Maybe my pride? Maybe a Nessa pride? Because of all the assists? And turn meter and all that? I think that's what we're going to do. Pride. We've got to think. We don't want to use everyone that's good, so we've got to think here. So Nessa. I think Wukong. I think I'm going to save Renara for the other team. Okay. Who else do I want to use? I mean, maybe Yogi, but hopefully I can use Yogi. It's a win if so. Now we just need a tank. And usually Tromgar is who I use. Stim. I think Tromgar will be fine. We may get smoked on this. I don't know. Because they're all Gear 12. We shall see. So it starts. Beautiful. I like it. Alright. So I'm thinking the Nessa. Who do I want to stay alive? I'm going to put on Nessa. Because she's only 4-star. Health looks fine. I want to keep her going so she can keep the daisies flowing. Now getting around this taunt's going to be the problem, but I think Yogi can help us with that. Whew. This may not work. We might have to use someone else besides Yogi. That wasn't pretty. We gotta get around this taunt. Yogi's taking way too long, and I bet he taunts right back again. Yeah, this team isn't gonna work. Yogi, you're trash. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. What do you guys think? Should I use Renara instead of maybe use Renara and somebody else that's not Yogi? I need someone who can remove taunt. I kind of want to stick with the Nessa thing, though. This is a tough team. They're Gear 12. But I gotta get around that taunt, and Yogi's just not fast enough. What about, like, Saboteur or something? No, not Saboteur. Let me see. Something tells me this is one of his best teams, so I could probably use, like, my old girl here, my Nellies. I could try my Soleus if this doesn't work. We'll try this one more time, but I could maybe do Soleus because they're a pretty good counter to Murdos. Patriarch Key, maybe. Like an Eric Shieldbreaker? Maybe take Renara out? Just bear with me, let's try this. Like I said, I want to get around this taunt, though. I don't know. I really don't. I don't want to mess up my bleed team, but I haven't been using it lately. This is completely random. We'll see. Oh, Cap Red. I'm sorry, brother. What's the deal with the undead? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm just not sure where they need to be. But I test them all Gear 12, all 7s, and they're insane. They're just insane. I'm sure there's a couple like AoE teams. I'm thinking maybe Pandas will be able to counter them. I haven't done that much testing against them. But I just think they're one of those teams that need to all be Gear 12 pretty much. Whoa, I am getting blasted. Holy crap. That was insane. I wanted to do that move before they got it on me. We'll test this out. I think I'm going to do Soleus though. You got Eric, you got Garrett. I think that's where we're going to have to go with on this. I don't even think I think I have less dispels now than I did before. Let's stick this on him. Yeah, like I guess I don't have enough firepower. He's stunning fools though. I'll take that. Thanks, babe. I appreciate you. Oh, crap. Okay, alright. He'll taunt right back again, though. I wish we could stun him. Come on, baby. Come on. I will say we're surviving. That first spurt, I was like, holy crap. Can we get a taunt, damn it? There's just 0 damage going out. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Soleus it is. That's a good goblin team. That's what I'm talking about. Like, his are all good Gear 12. That'd be nice to have those too. Pan, take care, brother. Good seeing you, man. Love you, brother. Take care. Anyone have a good Zera all orc counter? Hose ability blocks are shutting me down. And Cobra, you're using goblins? Yeah, pretty much what Cap said. I feel like goblins are the best bet. Otherwise, if not, then you just have to like use a really good team. Because she's not meta, but she's still in the meta. Alright, Soleus it is. You can stick Eric or Hardwork into any team and it works. Can you mirror? Who do you have left? Yeah. Cap's on it. Alright, Soleus. So I'm going to try it with Freeze Art. If it doesn't work, we will grab Naya. Because that taunt's driving me insane. Humans with Eric. See if that works. Let us know, Cobra. Let us know. But especially with all orcs, gobs. Oh, you have Ho with them though. Yeah, that throws a wrench into things. Uncle Ho is a great plug and play character. There we go. Get some Daze going. That's what I like to see. That's the RNG I like to see. Yep, get that up before shot comes. Beautiful. Let's go. It's going to be a counter-attack central. Hopefully. I'm over here counting on this to do it. It may not. Alright, health's looking good. Let's blind. That'll be nice. I guess let's just start working on him, man. He's pissing me off. For being gear 11, he sure is stacked. Come on. Wow. Wow. That got real quick. Yeah, right back to you. Right back on you. Ooh. Ooh. There's some counterattacks. That's what I'm wanting to see. Damn. What do you guys think about this one? That's crazy. I'll put an eye in there. That'll just get it done. Get it over with. Hard orc. Gotcha. I was thinking Uncle Ho. Sorry, Cobra. My bad. Oh, Cap, were you talking to me? Or were you talking to Cobra? Yeah, I'm starting to like the major shot leads too, Cap. Like I said, Cap, I am no expert, man. So if you got some good teams to counter stuff, just throw them out, man. I just need comps, though, because... So do you think I should use shot lead against this one? Or are you talking about Cobra? I'm just confused. I'm sorry. I'm down to try anything, man. At least once. Am I wrong for going for Thanessa? Nothing's happening. Maybe I should just go all in on Adam. Oh yeah, but then I got you-know-who, so... Perfect timing, too. He taunted, and then I went. Let's go. Come on. I need you to live. He's dying quick. I know I'm probably crazy, but this has days. I said cluck it. Boom. Over. Naya is my girl. Let's go. Let's go. You need to make your Nessa faster and that team is solved. Okay. You have yours at 270 speed, and you would target Amara first. Okay. Well, luckily we got it that time. I didn't really want to use Naya, but we did. But okay. Yeah, dude. I think I would win more matches if I just... And I will. I want to do like a stream where everyone sits with me and helps me, because I don't have a guide. I mean, people are kind of reliant on people like me or Zeri to have guides and stuff, right? We're not the best content creators. We just do what we can. But there's not something I can just type up, look up, and be like, okay, that's exactly what I need. You know what I mean? So I need to do a stream with like you guys, and you guys can help me rerun, because I think that's 90% of my problem in Battlegrounds. It's just the artifacts aren't on the right people. Probably could put runes somewhere better than what I have on certain people. It's just something I have to take like 3 or 4 hours out and just do. So this team's gonna be crazy. I still have my bleed team. Guess we can try it. Because we got to get these guys, a lot of these guys killed fast. And they're gear 11, so a lot of them will die fast. Shot, most of them will. So let's just try the bleed team for the fun of it. Because once you're focusing on one person, the other one's going to be like effing you up. So I might also try Rantha, but the bleed team is always fun, so let's give it a try. Yeah, Cap, there really was. Like, I understand why he quit, but it's sad he quit, because he was loved in the community, and I considered him the best content creator when it came to, like, stats, and he made the graphs and everything. It really was sad when he left. I couldn't believe that he had left. I mean, I believe it because we all know the problem with the game, right? But I figured, like, of all people, he'd still be around, but he was smart to leave when he did. You know, nothing's really changed since he's left. But I'm hoping that there's going to be content here in a few months. Something tells me there will be. I could be... Whoa, 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 whoa. Settle down there. Settle down. Do I want to do this? I think I was supposed to do that. Maybe I'm wrong. Come on, man. Hurry up before we get fucking demolished. Here we go. Yeah, that was absolutely horrendous. That was bad. Cobra, I know. I just what I'm talking about. Like, we need to do it. I know you did, man. I just got a lot going on, my friend. But tomorrow, I don't have anything, Battlegrounds or anything, so let's do it. I'm trying to do more streams. I'm trying to make more videos. I know I keep telling you, let's do it tomorrow, but I think tomorrow is a legit time to do it. Okay, so that didn't work at all. So let's try a Rantha team. Blue stacks, come on. I'm fine with just using this. If this doesn't work, we could try like an Emily team. An Emily Burn team. You're free in the morning, but afternoon and evening is out. Stepdaughter's hockey. Crap, Cobra. I don't think I could do it in the morning, brother. What about towards, like, the night? Like 8 or something. Damn, come on! Let me do something. Crap. He increased my freaking cooldowns. Are you kidding me? Trash. And then he blinded me. Like, perfect timing. Ridiculous, man. What do you guys think I should do against this? I guess I'll just take Zalinar out. I just thought maybe like the totems and the battle poos and stuff would negate his AoE, and that wasn't even the problem. Let me try it one more time, but I'm just gonna go for Shot. Shot was the one hurt me in the end. This is a good team. I mean, the man even built up Beaslorog. Props. I'll also try, like I said, like an Emily Byrne team or something. I could also maybe take out Zalinar and put Amara in. That might be fun. Alright, so Shot it is. Trash. Thank you. We might be able to pull this off now. They killed the right people. Well, they killed Shot. That's who we were going for. Now we at least can't be blinded. Come on, man. Let's go. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. And he just annihilates me after this. Now we're gonna build up some burn, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Alright, wasn't pretty, but we got it. But you never use Zalinar, huh? Like I said, do you know the Mortha, Zalinar, Corcoran trio? I mean, I want to get some pretty annoying comps with that. Cobra 8 tomorrow. I think we could do that. We can do a little night stream. I prefer to do it like the chill ones like that anyways. If it was like a video one, I mean, I could still make a video out of it, but I prefer to do like the chill ones at night anyways. So this one I'm thinking about just using Zera on. I think this is probably one of his best teams. Zera is one of my best teams, so we'll just call it even. I hope this doesn't come down to banners. Because he'll probably win. I'm not a banner guy. I'm a little sloppy with my banners. But yeah, man, this old school Final Fantasy music gets me crunk, man. I'm not sure what this one's off of. Jester of the Moon? Jesters of the Moon. This Nobuo Uematsu is a boss, man, when it comes to soundtracks. Never heard of him, but his music is amazing. Alright, so I don't know anything about this team. But something's telling me to go for Kevin Bob. I honestly don't even know Wizenard's kit. I know it has something to do with Acorn, so... Oh shit. Come on, baby. I'm doing that just to ability block him. Everyone else is ability blocked. Beautiful. I will take it. Beautiful. I mean, I've had probably 0 time to test the legendaries, but they're not that impressive. It's like, let's release the best characters right before the legendary event that outshine the legendary themselves. How does that sound? I don't think I've ever went against a Baldor, maybe once. Let's go. Let's see what we got in the back. See, you put like all those worst teams in the back. Not all of them, but I like to put all my worst teams in the front, so hopefully they use a team that they don't want to. And it might take away a counter to another team, so... I'll use Pride against this. This can be done. We just have to think about it here. It might be a mirror match for this. Possibly. Cobra, your work keeps interrupting. Yeah, I like how it's out the other way around. Like I'm interrupting your work. Hey, it makes me feel special that you and others watch me during work. I'm glad that I can make the work flow a little easier. For sure. Because that grind is not fun, man. But yeah, I guess I can make up some signs for you, man, and send them out to you. Alright, so these are only 127,000. Not bad. 117, 115. Not sure who I should, like, worry about. Not sure how I'll take that demon out either. So I'm going to try to use the least. Let's try this. But yeah, Cobra, like, I definitely want to chill with you and do that whole thing, man. Hopefully we can do our entire roster in one stream, but I might have to just do as all we can and do a part 2. I don't know. Alright, I always go straight for Thelaine. You get her out, it's pretty much over with already. Then they have Kellerian, so it's going to be even easier. This is pretty much overkill. Put Shell on. Get some buffs up. Get some dodge flowing. And it's over. Pretty much. I think Kellerian would be a good Gear 12. He's a little underrated. Against the right ones. If you're going in on offense against demons, he actually does really well. Because it's mostly magic damage that the demons are using. So he actually is a good tank against that counter. I don't think he's amazing, to say the least, but like a luxury Gear 12, I wouldn't say no to a Kellerian. It's sad how Pride just decimate the lanes now. Focus on artifacts in one stream, and then top 4 or 5 teams. Like, you don't care about diesel. Right. I agree, man. I think you got something there. Like, I think I need to pick. We'll say my dwarves. I gotta pick a team who I want to have my very best runes, right? So I think we should just start with the very best. My second favorite team, I want to have the second best runes and work on down. At least 5 out of every, you know what I mean? And then I'll put my rest of them on my side. I don't know. I kind of have an idea how I want to do that. But I definitely agree. Man. Alright, this. What do I have left? I don't think he's gonna have minions. So I want to come back to this. Come on. I'm a little worried about this Demons team. I'm not worried about it. I think my Thelane team can take it. We're starting to run thin on some teams, so... Come on. You can do it. There we go. I'm not going to use Mara because I don't have Mara where I want her either. Well, I think we should just do it by faction instead of just like artifacts only. I think if we're going to pick a faction, let's artifact and rune them all at the same time. Just to kill both birds with one stone. If we have to come back, we'll just do the rest later, you know what I mean? But I get my, you know, at least my top 4 or 5 squads with my best stuff. I think it'll make a difference. Alright, let's take Mara out. I could do Kulai for the attack up. That's what I'm thinking. Attack up will help a lot in this team. I have to pee so bad, but I'm trying to wait till the stream's over. We still got a while to go. I'm probably going to have to go after this match. Cap, you still in here, man? I always want to go for Shadar, but it never usually works. I'm so glad that tenacity is high on tanks so that I don't mark like Kiri. This may not cut it though. Come on, we gotta land something. There we go. Let's get attack up. I wish that would have healed. That would have been nice. Why didn't she go under invisibility? Oh, duh. Damn, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it with this team. They're modded a little bit better than I thought they were gonna be. Come on, man. Bull snip. That's alright, my person's dead anyway, so... Come on, baby. Alright. Come on, I don't want to have to clean this up. Keep him out of harm's way, heal him up. Ah! I don't pay enough attention to that. Damn it. Heal blocks be getting me in this, man. Thank goodness. Alright. That was close, but we did it. Once again, I think Wonder Lula will be a person I take to Gear 12. Because if I had her, I don't think her runes or artifacts where she needs to be, because she can hit hard. She just isn't. But she hits harder against demons, so she's kind of made to counter the demons. Kind of like Kellrian seems to be kind of made for the demons. If I can solidify that the lane counter to demons, that will make me happy too. So I think it kind of means Gear 12 and a couple people that might not be the best, but if it helps me in Battlegrounds counter someone almost in one try, then I'm all for that. That's a win. It's the, oh, I have to try 5 times to get the right RNG. That's a loss. Like, even if you took it out, like, having to sit there for that amount of time countering something is like a loss just in your time, in life. You know what I mean? So if I can solidify a hard counter, then that's good. Because I had trouble even 120,000 demons. I'm usually going up against 160 and things like that. So, okay. So these two, they're going to be tough. I need to evaluate what the toughest team is so I can just use my Nelly right now. So this one I think is going to be tougher than we think. It's going to be putting out damage more than we think. But this one I'm a little bit worried about too. Cobra, what do you think, man? Do you think this Nessa... What should I use my Nelly team on? Should I use it on Nessa? Or should I use it on this other team here? Maybe he's sand... I just always think people are sandbagging. It doesn't seem like anyone ever has problems full clearing me. So I always assume it's a sandbag. It just must be after a certain amount of time on stream or something, it just starts shooting crap and going really slow. So I'm gonna go straight for Nessa. Awesome. I'll take it. Now we just need the AoEs to come through. There we go. Beautiful. Come on, seriously? Get the out of here. Why is it anytime I want to heal, I have heal block, no matter who I'm going up against? I'm not sure who to go for, to be honest. Right, he's gone. He's gone. Damn. I see ya. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Is everybody heal blocked? No. Okay. Just the healer. I don't think I've ever manually did Annihilation before. Huh. 99% of the time, I'm just autoing, like, arena and stuff. It felt good. So even with Nelly, that team was pretty good, actually. I'm running out of teams, though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to full clear. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Oh, we're good. So we kind of want to do a fire team, right? So let's take this out. Where's my boy at? This is the first time I've ever done this. Shaolin, where you at, brother? I think this will work. Let's go. We'll make a fun little burn team. This thing in my head is killing me. For the love of God. So I like to just kill Kulai right from the get-go. Because no matter what, she's being fed turn meter. Is AoE's a good idea, though? I don't think it is until that she dies. Maybe I should have done that, though. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's inevitable to not AoE on this team, though. So I think I should have done it. We'll put it on him for the protection. I don't know why I haven't worked on Shaolin until now. That turn meter move is Shadar all over the place. He is a panda Shadar, pretty much. I mean, not exactly, but that move is. Love it, man. I'm loving the pandas right now. I don't know why it's took me so long to get on board, but I'm loving it. As soon as I can get Foul to Gear 12, I think I'll have two painted teams. So, here's my question. We were talking about two painted teams. So we have my King Lee team, right? Who, in my second team, Patriarch Key or Lake? Which one should have the leadership? Alright, cool. We did all in one on that one. All in one try. That's good to know. So I honestly just think this team's going to be harder than this team. I really do. I could end up being wrong. But let's do my fire team. Let's do it. Let's do it. Emily. Emily. Too bad we don't have Kevin and Bob. Now, maybe Darian to be my taunt. Or we could do Trongar. Well, no, we want Trongar for Nessa. No reason we can't use a Darian. Also, just want to go all out. Let's try this. Because really, they're going to be removing taunt anyways, and Darian would just be worthless. I like Emily. I do. I just, it's hard finding a spot for her. And once again, all new characters have to be Gear 12 to get everything you want out of them. That's what. So Singiel is a pain in the butt. So we're gonna get rid of him. Come on, let's get some fire burning. Where'd all the fire go? Come on. Damn it. What's this do? Just heal? Restore his turn meter. Receives cheat death. I did it for the turn meter mainly. So she can get her A3 off. Where are you at, Lake? Come on. Lake didn't even get to do anything. I mean, I guess he came in at the end and solidified it, but that was kind of painful to watch. Maybe his lead's better? I don't know. I just feel it's more towards pandas, so... Damn it. She might solo us. Oh, thank goodness. That saved us right there. She had 7 stacks, though. Maybe I should be doing basic with Emily more often? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I utilize her basic more often? Because I think she's dishing out burn, right? Almost there. We have one more left? Yep. Almost there. And once again, having a taunt might almost screw us. We'll see though. Because Wukong's gonna automatically I forgot we had Garn. I honestly would rather just have Garn putting out bleeds and stuff. We also have Reval, so this actually won't be that's more attack going out. It's right from the get-go, Naya. She is a pain in the arse. And I know this is crazy, but I don't want to do this yet. I want to wait till she does her move. I don't want it to screw us over because all his duplicates will, they will taunt. So I might be wrong about that. Not that it won't happen, but maybe I should do it anyways. I don't know. Come on, baby. Hey, it got rid of Naya. That's all I wanted. Cannot complain about that. Health's looking fine. Attack down. Let's just throw regeneration anyways, so when they do start dying. Let's just jab him a little bit. Let's do this. I don't care. Throw that down. Health's looking fine. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. I like Garn a lot too. I'm not able to take him to 7-star. I'm not able to gear 12 him. But when I can do that, you know, watch out, because he's a beast also. Alright, that is Battlegrounds, my friends. Nar, are you in the chat, man? You were talking about Major Shot. I was wanting to see if you wanted me to do a Gear 12 challenge. If not, I might still do a couple before I get off here. It's kind of like our thing we do now, right? So that I can look back and at least reference it if someone needs to do it. Game over, buddy! Game over, man! What is up, buddy? I'm good, brother. How are you doing? Game over Labs in the house. Just got done, man. That was my last match. It went pretty well, I'd say. I took the L for the last one so I could have a better matchup for the stream, because, man, it's just not fun. I'm glad to know that, though, so I wasn't trying to do that. I mean, there's not a lot of poisoners out there. The Nessa's a decent one, but, you know, she's hard to get. I think you told me you have her at 7-star, but, man. Yeah, Labs, he didn't have any Gear 13. So when there's no Gear 13s, if there's 1 or 2, I can handle it. Anything over 2 Gear 13s, they pretty much stop me in my tracks. But he didn't have any, so we have about the same amount. I think I was a little above him roster-wise. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of, I think Nessa lead, obviously, and if the Nessa goes well with that, how good is your Voyran? Because those 3 together are going to be putting out a lot of poisons. It's probably the team to use. Alright, alright. So that went well. Let me look at what other pandas I need to do. Gear 12 wise. His, I think I've already beat. Maybe Uncle Ho, maybe Kin Lee. Let's try Uncle Ho's. You don't have Nessa 7 stars yet? You can still use her in the tower. Your Victoria's almost 40k power at Gear 11. Damn, really? Yeah, dude, take her to Gear 11 plus. Do all here gear up here except for this one. I think that they'll be viable at that point. I think they probably need a lot of 7s, T7s also to be viable, but other than that, I think you're good, man. Good to go. Do you have Nessa built up at all? Because mine's 4-star, but I have her Gear 11. That's what you're working on? Oh, not at all. Okay, I see what you mean then. That makes sense, man. She's definitely amazing. She's not farmable anywhere. But something tells me I just don't think they're going to let us farm anything. I think the only way we're going to be able to farm stuff is through these event stores, which is somewhat okay, sort of, but not really. So what leaders do we have? might just use this Uncle Ho. So maybe do this. That's the mage. Let's go back here. I don't know what I should be doing, to be honest. But thank God they need Ren in the Unseen, and I gear 12 her, so this should be easy for me. Now let's look up what ranger we can use. Probably him. And then we can just do whatever we want. What other pandas do we have? Panda. I love me some Shaolin, man. Why not? You ever at 6 stars, game over? Well, it depends what you have going on, but you could take her to gear 11 plus, and she's gonna do work for you. Mine's 4 star, and she does what I need her to do. If I had her at 7 star, man, and a little bit faster, like I think Cobra or someone said, it's over. Okay, something tells me he's just gonna start wiping me out though, so I gotta really. Using that move was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. And I think I should be using... Oh, I knew he was going to be one-shotting me. That didn't do shit. I had that feeling that one shot was coming. Come on, baby. This can be done, though. Let's get that turn meter flowing. Ugh. I need to quit doing that AoE. I keep forgetting. Wow, he wasn't doing much there. Maybe a different lead. Maybe Kinley instead of Lake. Because that didn't last very long. I wasn't... Trash. What do you guys think about this one? Lots of heroes to build, though, going nuts. So are you just focused on your undead right now? Or what's your, what are you trying to work on right now? You're definitely, like, doing the right thing and working on your undead. Yeah, that's your focus. I definitely don't have any of them near where I want them to be, so I doubt I'll ever work on them for a long time. They're going to have to be 5-6 stars for me to start working on them. Okay, so we didn't do bad. I think I made some wrong choices, too. I'm going to try to put Ken Lee. And, you know, he didn't help me that much either. So let's use Ken Lee. I think an old Panda team can do this, though. Can I not use Kinley? You. Well. Oh, I still need a ranger, don't I? Crap. Not cool. Not cool at all. Let's see. Boreas might help. Maybe I should do a different lead. I don't know. Yeah, I agree, buddy. But, of course, anything you need, they're going to keep you from getting, right? Every time I'm like, oh, this will work, they're always restricted. It's never going to come easy, no matter how high gear you have somebody. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. We're going to do this. Not do that. Get her going. Okay, that's not bad. We're not doing her AoE. Oh, one shot and fools. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Do this again. Hopefully I don't get one-shotted before I can get it off. Come on. There's no burns. It doesn't really matter. Come on, baby. Okay, didn't get one-shotted. That's good. Get turn meter flowing. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ugh. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Come on, come on, come on. Ugh.
The governor said it today.
Oh, man.
He got them all changed.
God, what should I be doing? What am I doing wrong here?
The governor's talking to, or he did a speech.
Come on, just one more hit. We just need one more hit. Come on, baby.
Said Joe Biden.
Feed the. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I have a bad feeling now. Come on. Ugh. Darth, what up, brother? What's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. Is it bad RNG, or should I be trying something different? I don't know. What's up, man?
Not much. Brandon made the gas go up.
Yeah, I know. I saw him. Damn, Brandon.
It went up 5 cents from when I got. No, from this morning to now. Because it was 3:14 over there at Cottondale when I got off the freeway.
We'll try it
I
again.
didn't know how long it was going to take me to get to work. So I didn't
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Labs. Give it another try.
Just now. 3:19. So it went up a nickel. But everything's 3:39.
Let's go. Let's get our hoe dance on.
You not glad to see me? Let's snuck up on you.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Really. I wish I would have done the A3 first.
You like me sneaking up on you?
Well, that would probably be the reason I didn't pay attention to it, because you snuck up on
The one shots, man. I'm not even getting a chance.
I worked at it like a
Maybe I should be sticking more Doom somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. If we can. Because that A2 is just not good. Did I miss him on that? Yeah. Effing trash, man. Maybe I need a tank. Yeah, thank God he went underneath, she went underneath stealth there.
That Will Smith, the hero in the World Series.
Come on, come on. Come on. Oh, yes. It's the RNG, man. It's the RNG. We did it. A lot of these come down to RNG. There's some that I just got through with like this much health with one person. But it's a pretty good feeling. I will say that. Some are really hard. When you get through them, it's kind of rewarding. Alright, so we need Uncle Ho, Ember, Defender, and Mage. I hate when they include Defenders. Because it's effing hard, man. And then I got this bug going on, so I don't even know who I'm putting in here. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? Something tells me to go with pandas again. Ooh, but maybe Ken Lee lead? That's our defender. But of course Rin is taken out. Of worse.
Now they claim it's cave paper.
So let's get Uncle Ho and Ember in here and see what else we can work with. Can we fit one more person? I think so. I'm just not sure who to add on to this. It's a Lake lead. Will he become more of a nuisance than anything? That's what I'm worried about, but let's try it. Centurion maybe? Or is he banned? I think I saw him, but he's right there. The thing is on these A2 or the challenge 2s, you don't want to put someone too tough, especially a tank. I'm thinking maybe I should put Naya instead of I might try Naya next time instead of this. So it's like, who do I go for first? I think we should go, maybe we should go straight for him? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be tough. Dang, he still didn't dispel him? Get out of here. I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, I'll take that. I'll take that. Beautiful. Now I'm just gonna work on him. Let's slash him. Beautiful. It's done. I think we can safe to say we got this. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That was pretty easy, actually. Awesome. Ow! Darth, yeah, this was C2 of Ho's Gear 12 challenge. Yeah, game over. Yeah, it's a mirror match, except I don't think they get your leadership. So, you have that benefit, but everything else is like a mirror. So, you know, you gotta be careful using certain characters because it could screw you over more than it could help you. So, yeah. Alright guys, that was a successful Gear 12. Good job. Another one for the books. Alright, well, I've been on here for 2 hours. I gotta get off here. Gotta hang out with the fam. They're all hanging out with us today, so we're gonna have some supper, so good little night. Watch some football maybe, so with that being said, I love you guys dearly. I appreciate you guys' support and hanging out with me. And, yeah. So I'll catch you guys next time, alright? Peace.